Must you complain so loudly, Master? There could be ruthless pirates or hungry wildlife all around us, hearing us, smelling us.
You should watch out for cannibals, too. Apparently that's actually a problem around here.
Well, I think I'm safe on that account at least. Hopefully.
Theron and Lana said you'd have a plan.
You mean we don't have to go charging in face first this time? We're staying in the ship? Oh, thank you, Master, thank you. Oh, yes. Please make sure it's clear that this was the work of the Red Hulls. We need to keep up appearances, after all.
Sure thing. You two ready?
It's like a war zone, Commodore. We're gonna lose everything if we don't airlift what's left to the slave camp.
We're not backing down just because some upstart crew thinks they got what it takes to break us. Buckle down, be a Nova Blade, and kill whoever's messing with us.
But Commodore Margok...
Go tell the Commodore and the rest of the Blades that the Red Hulls are in charge now.
Heard stories about you. Dropped Goro. Put a fright into that weasel Zykin. I took down a dozen contenders to get this post. I ain't even a little bit scared of you.
I was hoping you'd pick that one.
Hey there. I don't know if you guys have heard, but the Red Hulls just completely trashed a Nova Blade supply cache. I understand the main suspect is being described as skilled and extremely attractive.
Nice work.
I believe one more assault on the Nova Blade's holdings should be enough to solidify our pirate feud and disguise our true goal.
One of the Blades mentioned a slave camp. Do you know anything about it?
We do. You remember me saying that the Nova Blades basically run things around here? For the most part, they're pretty hands-off. But if someone stands up to them or fails to pay their fees to live here, the Blades grab them and ship them off to the slave camp.
The slaves are a substantial part of the Nova Blade's income, both through their labor in hazardous mines and as merchandise for off-world slave traders. According to our information, the slaves are kept on a remote island under heavy guard. Do you think you can manage to free them?
You really aren't like other Sith, are you?
I like to think I'm my own woman.
Since we don't know the island's exact coordinates, your best bet is to stow away in one of the shipping containers the Nova Blades take out there. Once you reach the slave camp, you can catch them by surprise, break up the security, and free as many as possible.
Certainly nothing a daring star pilot can't handle, yes?
Caro, I have a pickup for you.
C2D4 here. We have your coordinates and are on our way.
Been mining exonium for the Blades every day for 2 years. All to pay off a lousy $3,000 I owed. And I ain't the only one.
You're free to do what you want now.
Yeah, and we had a talk about that. Even in this place, we hear stuff. About your gang, the way you've been making life ugly for the Blades. We want to be a part of that.
You want to work for me?
Hey, we're good at a whole lot of stuff. Tell you what, get in touch with a pal of mine in Raiders Cove. Harlow Ricks. Check in with Ricks from time to time, tell him what you want us to do, and we'll do it. Simple as that. You get nice and close to Margok. You give him one for me, alright?
I got the slaves off of the island.
We heard. Word of your raids is going around fast. Even the Revenites have heard about the Great Red Hulls.
We just intercepted this transmission from the Nova Blades headquarters.
This is ridiculous. How am I supposed to hold up our part of the deal if you won't give us any backup when we're in trouble?
Then perhaps we should seek other allies. I'm sure there are other crews on this planet who are capable of managing their own affairs.
Hey, we've done our share. You wanted the shipping lanes raided, we raided them. You wanted stragglers picked off from the big battles, we did it.
And your clumsiness cost us our Mandalorian allies.
Torch and her crew of old fossils, we're better off without them.
And I'm beginning to think we're better off without you. Deal with your own problems, if you want to prove otherwise.
Do you know anything about the Mandalorians they mentioned?
I've heard people around town mention Torch, but I didn't realize she was tied to the Blades or the Revenites. Might be a good lead for later.
Right now, though, I think we should press our advantage against the Nova Blades.
Agreed. The Nova Blades are based out of an old crashed warship, the Aggressor. You've probably seen it off in the distance. You need to hit them hard. Make it look like the goal is to completely crush them, so nobody notices when we raid their computer cores for intel.
Chikaro is refueling his ship as we speak. While you approach the Aggressor, you can use your target designator to call for his assistance, just like before.
Sounds like fun. I'll get in touch when I hit the Aggressor, so you can start putting together a victory party at the cantina.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Good luck. Good work.
You really are insane. Coming after us here? Should have stuck with picking on tourists in the Outer Rim.
You've sold your last slaves. The Nova Blades are finished.
We'll see. The Nova Blades founded Raiders Cove. We've been here long before you, and we'll still be here long after.
I can get the doors open, but it looks like the Nova Blades have their own slicers on staff, so I can't get any real data.
I'll take care of them.
Good luck.
This is my ship. Think you can just walk on in and be left alive?
I'm in. There are dozens of comm logs in here, hundreds. Sent to people all over the galaxy. Coruscant, Droman Kos, Corellia. The names are all encoded, but breaking through that is only a matter of time. I'm gonna get started right away. Great work.
You should hurry back. Despite what we overheard earlier, the Revenites could show up at any moment to try and help their allies. Besides, I think we've earned a bit of a celebration.
And you said planning a party would be getting ahead of ourselves.
Do forgive my basic sense of caution. Welcome back. You've achieved more in your short time here than we ever thought possible. You should be proud.
I think seeing that smile of yours is a much better achievement for the day.
Now you're just teasing me.
I also said we should stop for decorations on the way. Now the party's terrible, and it's our fault as much as theirs.
Hey, slicing the Nova Blade files is slow going, but I've already found more references to this Torch person that Margok and Revan were talking about. She definitely heads up a group of Mandalorians based here on Rishi. They were allied with the Revenites, but then broke ties. And not on good terms. If we can find Torch and get her talking, she might give us some good intel. Maybe even help us take the Revenites on.
I've fought my share of Mandalorians. It would be nice to have some on our side for a change.
Agreed. It looks like Torch and her crew control their own island not far from here. Think you could head over and see what she has to say?
Well, since you asked so nicely.
Stay safe out there, all right?
Well, if it isn't the Voidhound himself. You know there's a Republic representative to Port Nowhere now? It's almost like he cleaned up the place.
Beryl Thorne. How long's it been? Since Quesh?
Let's not talk about Quesh. I still have a rash from the fumes. Look, I saw you were on Rishi and thought I'd run something past you. An opportunity's come up. How would you like to make a fortune together?
Make a fortune together? Smuggle core samples together? Whatever you need me for.
Just the fortune for today. Swing by my ship and we'll talk. Barrel out.
Captain?
Barrel? So what have you been up to?
Got offered a privateer contract like you. Turned it down. Not my thing. But I was flying war supplies for a while. Then the Senate passed a bill saying persons with a criminal record can't fly war supplies. So it's been rough since then.
Where's your droid? Argo?
Lost him escaping Nar Shaddaa when the Hutt cartel infighting started. Like I said, it's been rough. What about you? Heard rumors you've been busy.
Somehow I've ended up a troubleshooter for the Chancellor and the SIS. After the Void Wolf, I was on Ilum, Maked, Tython. They say the Republic would collapse without me.
You're good, but I think someone's feeding your ego. Anyway, on to business. You ever heard of Garblack the Hutt?
Rings a distant bell.
Former businessman, retired to a moon of Hofsko about a decade back. Pretty sedate taste for a Hutt, likes to avoid trouble. Now with the Cartel-Republic alliance, he's terrified of being caught in the crossfire. So, he came up with a plan.
And what plan is that?
Garblack built a luxury dreadnought, and he's leaving known space on a 10-year pleasure cruise. Thinks the war will be over when he gets back.
The galaxy's a big place, and I've seen how Hutts define luxury. Might not be a bad trip.
You said it. Here's the thing, though. Even Garblack can't pay for his ship and supplies in cash. He's auctioning off seats. Thousands of them.
So anyone with the money can escape the war with him.
The ticket prices are crazy. Half the galaxy wants out, but only kingpins and big shots can afford it. Think, Captain. How much would you pay to hang up those blasters and join a 10-year pleasure cruise?
To be clear, when you say pleasure cruise, just how nice is this dreadnought?
Think marble floors, fur carpets, and a massage droid in every cabin.
That does sound nice.
I heard something about a wine spa too, but that can't be what it sounds like.
What's your pitch, Barrel?
I've got a lead on 24 tickets stolen by pirates and stowed on Rishi. I can sell them for 10 times what they're worth. We steal the tickets, we split the profits, we can even keep a few ourselves.
One last big score and we run off together in style. I can think of worse endings.
Not an ending. A new beginning.
So where do we find the tickets?
That's the tricky part. These pirates have cargo stowed all over, and there's no way we can search it all. But I've sliced into their cargo droid registry. If you make it look like there's a raid on their property, blow things up.
Then they'll send a droid to make sure the tickets are safe.
Exactly. I'll tell you where the droid is heading, and you just grab the tickets first.
Blow things up, watch the droid steal the tickets. Not a problem.
You forgot the last part. Get rich. Captain, did you get them?
Got them. 24 tickets to Garblock's luxury dreadnought.
That's our way out. No more running from Imp warships or Republic customs. Hey! Wait! Damn it!
Don't tell me those things are fake.
Oh, they're real. They're just designated for Deck 7, non-humanoids and ammonia breathers only. We can sell them no problem, but we're not going anywhere.
I know you wanted to get out, find somewhere safe. You probably deserve that pleasure cruise. But you'll be okay.
You're one to talk. You could have gotten out ages ago if you wanted. You've lost more credits than I'll ever earn. I'm sorry, tell me something. Why are you still here? Why keep fighting?
The truth? I like to fight. I like doing and seeing things no one's seen or done before. I like not knowing if I'll make it through the day. It's not for everyone, but I wouldn't give it up.
So, basically you're a crazy person.
I've been called worse.
Thanks. For being honest. Anyway, we can always rely on money. Something to remember next scheme.
It's not a way out. But if you want more than money, I know plenty of people who could use a smart captain and a fast ship. Doesn't have to be privateer work. The Supreme Chancellor owes me a few favors.
Are you trying to make a hero out of me?
Just trying to get you out of my hair.
I'm not desperate for work. But for the right kind of job, yeah. Alright, you got a deal.
Now about those tickets.
I'll keep my end of the bargain and you'll get your cut. Plenty of rich Hutts in Arcona out there. Too bad the only people who can afford tickets don't really need them. The ones who've already got gangs and armies for protection.
There are non-humanoids and ammonia breathers out there who could use an escape. Folks hit hard by the conflict.
Yes, there are.
Ortolans watching their home on Hoth turn into a battleground. Refugees on Nar Shaddaa.
I think I can find a few dozen worthy candidates. But we're not getting rich today.
Never figured we were.
Me neither. I'm glad. I should get going. If I'm really going to start working for the Republic, I've got a few messes to clean up first.
You sure you can't stick around? 1 drink? Maybe 3.
Next time. But you're buying. Take care of yourself, Captain. And get back to saving the galaxy. For all of us who are stuck here.